Good morning and happy blessed Friday. I ran into this guy that works at one of the stores near where I live, and when he said his name, it reminded me of my little brother. But it also made me think about names and how people pronounce them. Granted, he spelled his differently. He spelled his with two E's, while my little brother spells his with an I, and the name being Salim. And when we were babies, my mother and my father took their time to look up names and the meanings for each and every one of their children, and the tradition followed as we had kids. And so I thought about the topic of like nicknames, and nicknames are reserved for family and close friends, not the rest of the world. And I was talking to Salim at the store up the street. He went down the line of all of his brothers' names, and how they changed it. And I just shook my head no. I was like, I don't think we should switch our names up or change them or shorten them for people, because it's given them really like a pass or conforming in some kind of way, right? And so I find that there's so much value and beauty and meaning in names. And it's really lazy on another person's part, especially people who want to be connected to you, right? That if something is important to you, well, in turn, it should be important to them. And so pronounce my name correctly. I will give people 3 chances, really. And those, after those 3 chances, I feel like if you're not saying my name correctly, then it starts to feel a little intentional. And my dad used to say, if someone says your name wrong, correct them. So I do. I've adopted that idea, but I also have my limits. I believe that we shouldn't switch up. We shouldn't switch up or dumb it down for people. We should encourage them to learn it and to say it right. In my family, I have family and friends, and I'm called Sean, I'm called Shay, and the little people usually call me Nene because the sh sound most babies and young people can't say until they're a little bit older. So I don't know. I was thinking about names, and I was thinking about how if someone can take the time to look up a name and give it to you at birth, then there are times in your life, and definitely there were times in my life where, for example, when I was graduating from graduate school, I almost missed my walk, and they asked us to write our names down and spell it out phonetically. And I just don't know how Shani can be spelled in a way where when it's time for your name to be called, they still say it wrong. And I almost missed my walk because the only way that I knew they were calling me was when they said my last name. And that's unfortunate. So don't switch up. Don't dumb it down. Encourage people. Push them in the direction to call you by your proper name. Just a thought. Thank you for listening. I love you. Happy Blessed Friday.